Srikanth Sharma versus Sudhindra Kulkarni only at this point. Debate extended by 10 minutes on that controversial remark by Sudhindra Kulkarni. I have constantly maintained that no Indian can link here Kashmir to terrorism. To do so is to provide a justification for terrorism. It is the kind of justification that Hafiz Saeed would like, but the kind of justification which cannot get any lopsided rationale, explanation. Mumbai 26/11 train attacks. Are you telling me today, Sudhindra Kulkarni? I mean, I really am having to pinch myself to believe the kind of argument that is being presented tonight, because you are saying that had Kashmir been solved, IC-814 hijack would not have happened. Had Kashmir been solved, Red Fort attack in Delhi by the Lashkar-e-Toiba would not have happened. You are saying that had Kashmir been solved, the bombing at the Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly in 2001 would not have happened. You are saying had Kashmir been solved, the Mumbai bombings of 2003 that killed 52 people would not have happened. You are saying had Kashmir been solved, the attacks on the Indian Parliament would not have happened. You are saying had Kashmir been solved, the 26/11 attacks in 2008 would not have happened. Or the Pathankot, Gurdaspur, Uri attacks would not have happened. Mr. Kulkarni, please know the Lakshman Rekha of your own positions tonight. अच्छा हुआ कि आपने बोला ताकि इस पर सीधी डिबेट हो जाए आज. Srikanth Sharma is responding. Srikanth Sharma, please. Srikanth Sharma, please, responding. Sudhindra Kulkarni.
मिस्टर गोस्वामी, जो कुलकर्णी साहब का जो अप्रोच है, मैं उसको कंडेम करता हूं, और मैं ये भी उनको रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूं कि कुलकर्णी जी, आप इस अप्रोच को लेकर चल रहे हैं. आपने पाकिस्तान को नजदीक से देखा है, आप पाकिस्तान के बहुत बड़े समर्थक भी रहे हैं, आप पीस की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आपने ये नहीं कभी सोचने की कोशिश की कि पाकिस्तान लगातार आतंकवाद को एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है. लगातार पाकिस्तान हमारे 24,000 जो जवान हैं वो शहीद हो चुके हैं. आपको नहीं लगता कि जिस पाकिस्तान ने बलूच के अंदर हमला किया, क्योंकि बलूच आजाद था और अंग्रेजों के जाने के बाद बलूचिस्तान के अंदर 8 महीने के बाद वहां की फौज ने कब्जा किया और वहां के सदन ने पूरी तरह से उसको गैर वाजिब माना, उसको कभी स्वीकार नहीं किया. आज आप जैसे लोगों की सोच के जो लोग हैं इस देश के अंदर, उनको बलूचिस्तान जरूर जाना चाहिए. ये जो बलूच के लोग हैं जो बाहर दूसरे मुल्कों में रह रहे हैं, उनके साथ आपको जरूर बात करनी चाहिए कि पाकिस्तान के दो चेहरे हैं. एक चेहरा यह है कि पाकिस्तान लगातार भारत के अंदरूनी मसलों में दखल दे रहा है, पाकिस्तान लगातार छदम युद्ध हमसे लड़ रहा है, और दूसरा चेहरा यह है कि बलूचिस्तान के अंदर पाकिस्तान की फौज, वहां की एयरफोर्स कितनी बर्बरता कर रही है, वहां मानव अधिकारों का उल्लंघन हो रहा है. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं सर आपसे और आपके जो समर्थक इस देश में हैं, वैसे तो है नहीं, इस अप्रोच के लोग अब धीरे धीरे अपनी अप्रोच को बदल रहे हैं, और आप जैसे लोगों को भी ईश्वर सद्बुद्धि देगा कि इस डिस्कशन के बाद आप भी अपनी अप्रोच में तब्दीली लेकर आएंगे. इस देश के लिए, इस मुल्क के लिए, इस देश के तिरंगे के लिए आज आपको एकजुट होना है. आज आपको एक आवाज में बोलना है. पाकिस्तान कुछ एक्सपोर्ट नहीं करता. आतंकवाद के अलावा पाकिस्तान के पास और कुछ एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए नहीं है. आज भी अगर आपकी आंखें नहीं खुल रही हैं, तो वो समय हम नहीं आने देंगे कि आपकी आंखें खुले. इसलिए आज सतर्क
सुधींद्र कुलकर्णी, लास्ट रिस्पॉन्स.
अपने आप को बदलिए, अपनी सोच को बदलिए कि पाकिस्तान एक आतंकवादी स्टेट है. उसके सामने गिड़गिड़ाने से कुछ नहीं होगा. उसके सामने विकास की बात नहीं चलेगी, उसके सामने ट्रेड नहीं चलेगा. उसके सामने उसी की भाषा में जवाब दिया जाना चाहिए, और उसके लिए आज एकजुट होने की जरूरत है. कुलकर्णी साहब, रात को सोचना कि इस मुल्क ने आपको क्या दिया है, और आज जिस मुल्क के लिए आपका दिल धड़क रहा है, आप अकेले नहीं है, कुछ और भी लोग हैं आपके साथ. आपका दिल भारत के लिए धड़कना चाहिए, न कि पाकिस्तान के लिए, जो लगातार हम पर हमले कर रहा है. सोचिए, रात को सोते समय सोचना, दरवाजा बंद करना, लाइट बंद करना. क्या आज जरूरत नहीं है आपको तिरंगे के साथ खड़े होने की? क्या जरूरत नहीं है आज आपको अपनी फौज के साथ खड़े होने की? आपके वैचारिक मतभेद हो सकते हैं,
लास्ट रिस्पॉन्स.
इस देश की फौज के साथ, इस देश की जनता के साथ, इस देश के तिरंगे के साथ आज हर भारतीय को खड़ा होने की जरूरत है, और पाकिस्तान को दुनिया के अंदर आतंकवादी राज्य घोषित करने के लिए
Saba is responding.
और जो
Saba is responding. Saba कह रहे कुछ. Saba, yes, Saba.
First of all, the presumption, Arnab, I find it very offensive that a nukkad speech You allow this uninterrupted speech as if somebody's patriotism.
What do you mean by nukkad speech? I'm sorry. What do you mean by nukkad speech? What is, because he speaks in Hindi? Because, I'm sorry, Saba, please throw away that elitism. Because Srikanth Sharma is speaking in Hindi, you call it a nukkad speech? नहीं, वो हिंदी में बोल रहे हैं, इसलिए आपने कहा nukkad speech है, अंग्रेजी में बोलते कुछ और कहते हैं आप? I don't understand this logic. Please don't do this.
You and Mr. Srikanth Sharma, what is this nonsense? You think you can define patriotism? I'm going to hear lectures about the Indian flag. My family has fought in the freedom movement. We don't need to hear lectures.
अर्नब, ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन है.
Neither does
सवा नकवी का ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन है. फ्रस्ट्रेशन जब किसी के चेहरे से नकाब उतरता है तो ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन सामने आता है. सवा दिस इज योर फ्रस्ट्रेशन. आज आप जैसे लोगों के चेहरे से नकाब उतर रहा है. ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन है आपका. जिस तरह की शब्दावली आप यूज कर रही हैं, जिस तरह के शब्दों का आप उपयोग कर रही हैं, सभा ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन है आपका. आपने बहुत वकालत कर ली पाकिस्तान की, अब देश की, भारत की वकालत करो, देश के तिरंगे की वकालत करो. जिस देश में हम लोग रहते हैं उसकी वकालत हमको करनी चाहिए.
लंबा लंबा भाषण.
समय मिल रहा है. समय तो आपको बहुत दिया. 70 साल से आपको ही समय मिला इस देश में.
अरे आप लोग जाके यहाँ इधर गांधी वांधी बोलते हैं. आप मुझे लेक्चर देंगे नेशनलिज्म के बारे में? आपका नेशनलिज्म, डिविजन नेशनलिज्म.
सभा जाओ, बलूच में जाओ, वहां जाके स्टोरी करना.
अरे छोड़िए,
बलूचिस्तान के अंदर जाओ, वहां जाके स्टोरी करना.
बलूचिस्तान
मेरा काम नहीं आपको लेक्चर देना. आप जैसे लोगों को मेरा काम नहीं, मैं समय नहीं बर्बाद करना चाहता आप जैसे लोगों के साथ बातचीत करके.
अरे अरे अरे
मैं टाइम्स नाउ के माध्यम से इस देश के लोगों से बात कर रहा हूं.
मत बताइए मैं कहां जाऊं.
आपका स्तर नहीं है कि मैं आपसे बात करूं. आपका स्तर नहीं है कि मैं आपसे बात करूं.
मैं भी कर रही हूं.
मैं टाइम्स नाउ के माध्यम से देश के लोगों से बात कर रहा हूं.
मत करिए. आप कौन है मुझे बताने वाले? मैं कहां जाऊं?
शब्दावली ठीक करिए.
मैं आप कौन है मुझे बताने वाले? मैं कहां जाऊं? आप
शब्दावली ठीक करिए. मेरा काम नहीं है मैं आपके साथ बहस करूं.
But Saba, 1 minute. Saba, 1 minute. Saba, listen. Saba, 1 minute. Saba, no, 1 second, Saba. Saba, listen. The problem is, Saba, the problem is you can have your own opinion, but you have no business saying because somebody is speaking in Hindi, so you call it a nukkad speech. Let people of India listening tonight, this form of Latvian elitism.
I'm sorry,
this Latvian elitism. Now, this is Latvian elitism. Koi Hindi mein bole to Latvian elite will call it a nukkad speech. I mean, this is too much. Now the question is, on the issue, why don't you address the issue? Why don't you address the issue, Saba? What is the issue, Saba? The issue is whether you agree with Sudhindra Kulkarni when he says, do you agree with Sudhindra Kulkarni when he says, do you agree with Sudhindra Kulkarni when he says he's responding to Sudhindra Kulkarni? Do you agree, Saba, with Sudhindra Kulkarni when he says that if you want terrorism from Pakistan to stop, then you must solve Kashmir? Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him? Let us be clear on the points tonight.
No,
you be clear with me on that, Saba.
I do not.
Yes, then talk about why you don't. Don't try and divert attention by calling somebody else's comments a nukkad speech.
Does not want peace in Kashmir.
No, yes. So why don't you tell Sudhindra Kulkarni is wrong? Then in that case, Saba, I want to ask you, I'm so sorry I'll have to interrupt you right there at this point. I want to ask you, and I know that you know that I have done programs enough to know sometimes, Saba, please wait a while. I am also have some experience here. I have done programs enough to know that when there is a tricky subject or a tricky point for someone, want to distract attention from it. The issue really tonight is, and I extended the debate when Sudhindra Kulkarni said, you want to stop terrorism, you must solve Kashmir. So that was a very, I'm sorry, Saba, don't interrupt me again. People will notice that you're trying to do that. That was the point. That was, no, you are not. You have to listen. You have to listen completely. Saba, you have to listen completely. I'm sorry, you will have to listen to me tonight. You have to listen to me completing my point and don't interrupt me. I listened to you for the last 5 minutes.
But
we were on a very sorry, Saba. You must stop interrupting me now. It is no. 1 second, Saba. You listen to my question. You listen to my question. You listen to my question here tonight, Saba. We were on a very factual point tonight. Saba, we were on a very factual point tonight. And the factual point was Sudhindra
I'm
Kulkarni saying,
to give you
Sudhindra Kulkarni, 1 minute Saba. Sudhindra Kulkarni made an outrageous comment during the program. Sudhindra Kulkarni made an outrageous comment when he says, you want terrorism to stop, you must solve Kashmir. I thought you would respond to Sudhindra Kulkarni, but you chose not to, because for you to describe someone else's response as a nukkad speech was a good diversionary tactic from the real issue. Now I will not allow you to divert, Saba. You tell Sudhindra Kulkarni he's wrong.
Okay, so
is he right or wrong when he says you want to stop violence? People of this country will be outraged at that logic. People of this country will find that logic unacceptable, that you say you want terrorism to stop from Pakistan. You want terrorism to stop from Pakistan. Then the only way for you to stop terrorism from coming from Pakistan is to solve Kashmir. That defeats the purpose. It questions India's sovereignty. It justifies violence. And that is a reaction which can be given no kind of logical response. I thought, Saba, you would have responded to that very, very strongly. But instead of that, you tried to do a diversionary tactic by calling someone else's response a nukkad speech. Respond to Sudhindra Kulkarni tonight. I insist you respond. I insist you respond to Sudhindra Kulkarni tonight.
I am.
Please do. Because trying to divert attention is not going to work. Thank you.
I am waiting with bated breath to respond. Sudhindra, now allow me.
Sudhindra Kulkarni on the left.
I do not agree with you that Pakistan at all wants to solve the Kashmir. Pakistan has an interest in keeping Kashmir volatile and alive. So I don't agree that engaging with Pakistan is going to help us solve Kashmir.
That's not what he said. What did he say? What did he say? I'm sorry, that's not what he said.
Having said that,
you didn't hear him? You didn't hear him at all? I'll repeat what he said. He said that if the real solution to stopping terrorism from Pakistan is to solve Kashmir. That is the argument I've heard from Rawalpindi and Islamabad. But even now you're not addressing that issue. Why? Are you not hearing him? Did you not hear me make that point thrice? Take a position tonight.
I disagree with him.
No, why do you disagree with him on terrorism, on the issue he raised?
I am taking a position.
No, you are not even coming to that position. Address the issue. No, people across India, people are discussing now, Saba.
I have my own views.
No, what is your view?
Can you or not?
Yeah, so fine. So tell me your views. Do you agree? No, Sudhindra Kulkarni says you want to. Sudhindra Kulkarni says solve Kashmir and the problem of terrorism will stop. He draws a binary link between the two. I thought you would jump and say I completely disagree with that. But you chose to look the other way. Why did you?
I don't agree with him. You're not allowing me to finish.
But I'm trying to force that reaction on. Why didn't you?
I disagree with him. I think Pakistan, the very existence of Pakistan is linked to Kashmir. They are not going to give up. They like to stoke trouble in Kashmir. So I disagree with Sudhindra. I think they've made it very, very difficult for us to. They have stoked trouble in Kashmir. So I disagree with Sudhindra. Now, if you're allowed to say
trouble is a very soft phrase.
I'm saying that.
Stoked trouble.
But I think to give Sudhindra lectures on patriotism, I object to that.
I'm sorry, if you want to indulge in hyperbole, Saba, 1 minute, Saba, listen. Saba, what problem is, Saba, you are unable to deal with a factual situation. Now you heard me, now listen to me, because I'll tell you what. You are going to have to listen and understand why you are being questioned tonight. Please understand this. You see, Saba, what am I doing here? And please just be quiet for a while. This is an inflection point in the way we are looking at this whole subject. The moment someone presents counterfacts to you, the moment someone presents historical facts to you, and I can today reason with you out on the basis of historical fact, history, etc. I can tell you that when the United States imposed an embargo on 1960, banning 2/3 of American imports from Cuba, that was a diplomatic strategy short of war. I can tell you that in May, the US and the UK threatened sanctions against Russia over its actions in Ukraine, right? I can tell you about how members of the European Parliament contemplated sanctions over Pakistan over its human rights violations in Balochistan. We can talk on fact. You will not answer on fact. On the other hand, you will say, if someone counters you on fact, you'll say, are you the patriot? Am I not patriotic? That kind of silly binary argument is presented when we are having a serious discussion. Why is it? Why is it that I find today? Why is it that I find today that people? No. Why is it that I find today that you are not willing to engage in a serious, constructive, solid debate on facts instead of saying, "Am I not a patriot? Are you a less patriot? I am as good a patriot. I don't need to prove my patriotism." We are not discussing patriotism here. We are talking about a specific instance of how to deal with Pakistan. Why do you want to reduce it to a shallow binary debate? Why do you want to reduce it to a shallow binary debate? I want to know why. Why all people who I call peaceniks want to reduce this to a shallow binary debate? Why? How do you? Are you afraid of facts? Are you afraid of facts?
What is so profound?
What is so profound? Then here's a question. Then here's a question. It's not profound at all. You are saying no. It's not profound at all. But what I'm asking you is that if the European Union could contemplate extending sanctions against Syria over accusations of state brutality there, then why should India hesitate to take punitive action against a country sponsoring proxy war against India? Simple. You didn't get the question?
What is the punitive action you have in mind, Arnab?
I just mentioned it. What have we been debating for the last?
I think
what have we? MFN
is excellent.
Listen, hello. Not what I have in mind. MFN. A squeeze on the Indus waters.
Explore.
A squeeze on the Indus waters.
SARC. I've said all this.
Yes.
I've said all of this. You know.
Point is, Saba, film festival, seminars, literary festival, cheaper imports and more water from India are not going to solve the problem with Pakistan. Sushant is smiling tonight because, when I'm going on fact, I'm not finding a response. I'd say everyone on the other side, those who I call peaceniks, only response is, are we not patriots? I mean, are we going to have that kind of silly argument?
To respond.
Is this a debate on patriotism and how to deal with Pakistan?
No.
I'm really sorry, but I'm finding the response from the other side quite shallow.
In fact, let me tell you very bluntly, Arnab, this is not the first time. This is not the first time, I'm finding your management of Mr. Srikanth Sharma has made a directly communal allusion to me. And he has done this before. Because of he has done
communal.
that, and you have allowed that to
communal.
happen.
What was the communal one?
Kind of targeting of someone to happen.
I think now you're bringing the religion angle into this. I don't understand where it came from. We're having a discussion on Pakistan. Where did the religion angle come into this?
I never bring my religion.
I'm so sorry. Saba.
Do you think he would say that to others?
Saba, Srikanth was responding. Saba, Srikanth was responding. Sorry, Saba, you are again wrong because Srikanth was responding to Sudhindra Kulkarni. I don't know what you are talking. Where were you in the picture? Where were you in the picture? Where is the communal angle? He was responding to Sudhindra Kulkarni.
No, then he said no. After that, he said people like Saba should cross the Wagah border. He is no better than a social media troll. He is no better than a social media troll.
I get it. I don't get it.
नकवी, आपके बारे में इतना मैंने सुना था कि आप बीजेपी से हेट करती हो, लेकिन मैंने ये नहीं सुना कि आप इस देश के तिरंगे से भी हेट करती हो और आप सफेद झूठ बोल रही हो टीवी के ऊपर. व्हाइट लाई, सफेद झूठ. अरे अब इनका मेरे स्पीच को बताओ. जब मैं आपसे बोल रहा था तब देखो कि सभा को मैंने कहा कि आप बॉर्डर के उस पार चले जाओ.
सभा नहीं कहा कि मैं
सभा आपके चेहरे से नकाब उतरा है.
आपने कहा
आप एक्सपोज हुई हो आज.
सभा
कि आप बीजेपी से हेट करती हो, ठीक है, मैं एग्री करूंगा, लेकिन देश से हेट मत करो.
सभा, he was saying, no, I'm sorry, no, watch it.
आज आप एक्सपोज हुई हो.
No, one minute. I'll rewind the tape. Saba, this is Saba, one second. He was saying, he said, go to Baluchistan and report, which is an allusion to go and find out the reality in Baluchistan. He said go to Baluchistan. In other words, he's telling you see the reality of Pakistan is doing in Baluchistan.
मैं किसी को नहीं करती हूँ.
What is the communal angle here? You are deliberately trying to bring a communal angle here. We are discussing Pakistan. I don't understand this communal angle argument at all.
बहुत छोटी चीजें होती हैं. मैं किसी को नहीं हेट करती हूँ. There is no argument.
सभा सुनने का थोड़ा पेशेंस रखो. सभा नकवी, सुनने की थोड़ी सुनने का पेशेंस रखो. ये बोला कि आप जैसे पत्रकारों को पाकिस्तान की असलियत जानने के लिए बलूचिस्तान के अंदर जाना चाहिए या दुनिया के अंदर जो बलूच के लोग हैं उनसे जाकर मिलना चाहिए. तो अब आपको पाकिस्तान का नजरिया आपके समझ में आएगा. मैंने इतना कहा, मैंने ये नहीं कहा कि आप बॉर्डर पार करके चले जाओ. आप मेरे मुंह के अंदर अपने शब्दों को मत डालो. वैसे तो आप अपने आप को एलीट कहते हो और जब आप फंसते हो तो अपने आप को धर्म का आप चोला पहन लेते हो. ये आपकी प्रॉब्लम है और आपके जैसे लोगों की प्रॉब्लम की वजह से ही पाकिस्तान अब तक हमारे लोगों पर हमले करता रहा है. लेकिन अब पाकिस्तान को कोई मौका नहीं दिया जाएगा. पाकिस्तान को हम आइसोलेट करेंगे, पाकिस्तान को दुनिया के अंदर एक्सपोज करेंगे। और मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं, आज भी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि इस देश की एकता के लिए,
सुधींद्र कुलकर्णी,
के लिए
सुधींद्र कुलकर्णी
एक आवाज में बोलने की जरूरत है।